and like miners in that group. Sees infection, Camaro. Well, that's our newest prisoner, so he'll be right. Maybe. Depending on what's infected. Where's my other one? Yeah, there's Lincoln. There's Lincoln. So that's 1, 2. There's a Costa, Seahorse. There's 3. Okay, there's my 3 that I'm missing. Alright. Alright, I know where they are. They'll be home soon. They're coming home. They just went out to do an attack quest. So, yeah. I thought I heard a punch up then, but maybe not. What are we doing here? We're doing 2,802 biofuel from wood. I want you to make until you have 2,802. And same with this one. So we had some. The only problem with this is that we had some, and now we'll be using up the wood. I should actually quickly check how much wood we got, because we had 30,000 an hour or so ago. We got 26,000. Okay, so we still got wood. Not probably enough wood to make the chem fuel that we fully require. We still have the 2 infinite chem fuel reactors going at the same time, and they are producing stuff. We have got a little bit of chem fuel because I purged it from the devices, because I want to make sure that if it has something and I don't want to send it yet, like realistically I should, you know what I should do? Hold on. I should allow that they can fill it up, and then I will mark them as like don't fill, like as an X on them for later once they are filled, because I do need these to be fully filled, but I've already sent out the people that I care about, so that's fine. And just make sure I've got nobody sitting in a pod. Got food, I got pemmican, I got auto-saving. Can you imagine the PC is screaming in agony? Nah, it barely does anything. Like at the moment we're troubleshooting any issues. RimWorld's on like 13% CPU, 3000 megabyte memory kind of thing. Like my CPU is at like 33% overall for everything I've got open for streaming, and my memory's been cruising at 45% like the whole night. I'm currently keeping an eye on all my statistics and shit with that stuff, because yesterday and a couple of times recently we've had a lot of like stream stuttering kind of thing, where ignoring RimWorld as a game, dealing with the 1.5 and 1.6 chugging, okay, my other games have recently either been crashing or we've been losing audio during stream. Like as I'm talking, like a little bit of every word is just disappearing. So yeah, at the moment I'm kind of happy that like tonight's been running really good, because we're trying to troubleshoot what is causing that. I've cleaned up my Streamlabs. We don't have anything else currently on the network. Like my partner's making sure that he's not running anything. Like I do think that that's mostly what it is that the network has been like too busy in the background. And then what else? Like it's either like internet, Streamlabs, network usage, possibly the games, possibly my computer. It could be anything realistically, but yeah. The computer does fine with RimWorld. Like I know for a fact there's a lot of people out there that would love me to slap on a couple of performance mod and have all my characters screaming around the map like cats, like burning rubber and shit across it, and little flames coming out from behind them and shit. But like I don't really need that. I'm more of like a slow-paced, patient person anyway. So the last thing I need is everybody screaming around like a mile a minute into death, you know. I just want all the DLCs. What, you want all the DLCs or you want me to have all the DLCs? Because there's a lot of people that also want me to have all the DLCs. I don't know, there's a lot in some of them that I just get nothing out of either. Also, out of interest, some of my people can move faster. Like, look at this Panther Go. It has choices. They just don't do it often. Occasionally, if somebody gets a food binge, they will haul ass across my map to get food or a drug or something, right? Like, yeah, they can go if they want to, you know. I'm gonna see if you cram all 900 of your colonists into one grave ship. Yeah, no, that doesn't interest me either. Like, the flying around thing, that just doesn't interest me. Actually, if I could change these back over to medical beds. Yeah, no, there's a lot in the DLCs and stuff that I just get nothing out of, don't want, kind of thing. I have all of them. Well, that doesn't surprise me. You guys have no idea how many people have been like, do you have these? And I'm like, no. And it's like walks in and be like, do you want these? And I'm like, no, I don't want to partake of your wares. Leave me be. You know? I could take alpacas, but I don't want that. Now, if I could trade for food, that would be great. But I don't have anything I really want to trade with you guys. We've got steel. I don't have money. Nah, we'll be right. We'll keep moving. Was it hen 517? That's my favorite. I know, you'll just have to like do without, unfortunately. But yeah, no. Fuck knows how many hens I actually have now. Because like they die and they get culled over and over again. So let's have a quick look. I got into the 240s, 250s. Sorry, 550s and the hens. And the ducks. Ducks are in the thousands, by the way. We had a duck blowout at one point. The ducks are like 1,100. Sheep, let's see. Sheep, we've got like up to 380s. Panthers are getting there. Panthers are coming back into the 490s. I need to train more of these guys. I'm pretty sure I don't have them set to be culled or anything, but they should be good. The 900 people in the grave shit, they would take off the ground if they farted. Look, I would love to see how gravity works for that. Because, like, they would burn out of so much fuel just to leave the ground, I feel like. In the same way as, like, having too many, what do you call it? Having too many, steel and resources and stuff. Like, I look at how much it takes me to move a caravan across the map. This has got like 5,000. It's starting to haul ass because they're starting to chew through their resources. When that lands, and I do hope that that lands tonight, like I don't know how close it is to that, but when that lands, it has like a shit ton of food, right? Which I've got an air-conditioned cooler room now, so that's good. It's got components, it's got medicine, it's got steel, it's got blocks, so I can build any kind of wall. It's got some stonecutters tables, it's got some batteries, it's got some turrets, it's got drills, other benches, hospital beds, and some weapons I picked up along the way. But, like, I'm missing some shit in there. Like, I'm not missing stuff, but, like, I feel like there's stuff I could be adding to that. But, yeah. Actually, I should have sent over hold on. I can do the... What do we got? We got a choice of marble or slate. I was also going to do limestone for a third option for the fence, since this is like... I think there's limestone. But sure, we'll go with marble. No, wait. Sorry. Change again. We'll go with slate. I know this map has marble. Okay, so I want this outer line to be the fence. That's going to be the turret line, and then that's going to be building within the base line. Cool beans. Okay, hold on a second. Can I... Yeah, just give me that. So that's going to be 820. That's not that much. 824 for a full fence. Mind you, I haven't put a door on that, but that's okay. Yes, your barracks sucks. It's fine. Don't think about it too hard. It's 32 degrees inside and it's -2 outside. I would like to like partition this off so that they actually have like a ventilated like bedroom so they're not all waking each other up. Because this is the other problem I've got with moving is last time when we moved to here, my first colonists to arrive were living inside of this, and it was horrid because this was all just inside of here was just shelled out. And they had like a door here and a door here, and it was all open. And they had to have the storage, the beds, the workbenches, and the animals all housed in there until we could get like... Do you mind? Jesus, every time I zoom in, somebody's got to kill a fucking chicken. Or a cat. Anyway, yeah, we had to wait until we got fences and stuff, but then I had to kick everything out of there and like rope them up to a pen because we had prisoners coming in, and then the prisoners used the chokeholds to kill some people and some cats, and that was horrid. But yeah, everybody was just sleeping out on the ground all around the map on, like, you know, the floor double beds, these things, like, and that didn't go so well. Like, they were happier because they were kind of spread out from each other, but they weren't happy. No, I don't want to click on it. But yeah, this isn't a solution. This is a temporary. Now, I don't think we got enough to get all of this done, but I should have, since I don't have much else for them to do, they should be going out and doing it. And since I've got refrigeration now, which, by the way, that looks like it's unpowered because it's nighttime, of course, we need a battery. I have, like, fucking who knows how many batteries coming in, but just for the moment, I can just connect up a couple. I've got a shit ton coming in. I don't even need that many. I just need 2. Just enough to hold it for the night, or even just keep it cool overnight. This is going to be like an all storage for the moment, by the way. So I know I've got people that can do dedicated plant cutting, and I have people that can do dedicated construction, and some of these people can do exclusively just mining. I don't want them to start mining anything yet. I also need to check out where my home boundary is, because I'm going to have people walking around trying to clean that. I'm really surprised that none of these plants have, like, died off for winter, though. That's a little bit of a surprise to me, because, like, it's not supposed to be the ideal growing season. I thought that all would kind of die off. I also want to hunt the animals too, but I'll get that. I will get to that. Let me save this. But yeah, I also want to change this into, like, kind of like a heart shape. So I might as well mark that out now, because we're going to do that anyway. I kind of wanted to be able to use that bit, but it's going to be like that. I don't really want that to be, like, overlapping, but this is fine. Actually, you know what? I just realized I could be working with it in, like, the negative sense. So coming up like that. Take it to, like, a 3. Take that up to, what, that. So on most of my maps, I've had, like, what I've called a cutie mark. And it's basically been this, like, kind of pretty shape that is something that, like, you can look at and be like, oh, there's this, like, cute identifying shape kind of thing on the map. I don't know if I want to make that, like, one bigger or not. Maybe it might make it too square. No, maybe not. But yeah, basically what I want to do is I want to kind of come in on this, like, middle bit here and kind of remove it a little bit. Like, up like that kind of thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's kind of the heart shape we're going to end up with here. So that, ironically, has a lot to do with this map getting chosen, by the way. Is because I could see this shape long before I ever saw the rest of the base. I could see that there was, like, this odd little heart-ish shape thing. I wanted to make that bigger, but I would have to add to it, which I could do. I could add an outline like I did with, I don't think I did it with the first one. No, I don't think I did it with the first one. I did it with the second one. Yeah, I made the moon down in the corner. I made that surrounded by gold. That's right. It was, like, such an early picture of that too, so I didn't really have it, like, fully done up. But yeah, I'll probably border that with, like, some kind of precious mineral. Like, if it's gonna be, what is the material? It is limestone. I was going to say I could border that with, like, a silver or jade or something like that. Like, I still could. We'll see. I have a fair bit of, like, gold, though. Alright, Enyo's having a tantrum. Depends what she starts destroying, too. Like, what are you going off to destroy? Because I don't have a lot of things for you to destroy, but what I have got here is valuable. What are you... going off to break. She's going this way. That's fine. If she's going this way, I've got no problem with that. Whatever she breaks over on this thing, I don't care. It's a wall or a door or a fucking sleeping spot. I don't care. Maybe a log or a brick, something like that. Should be right. As long as she doesn't, like, go. This is the only problem I've got with the tantrums is when we move, I have the problem of them breaking a lot of resources. The other thing I'll do here is I don't think I'm sending shelves over, and I don't care much for shelves, but I know everybody loses their absolute fucking mind over me not having shelves. So I guess we can just go with plain wooden ones. This is such a fucking fire hazard, this room. But if I could just get a couple of these around the place, just to begin with, those will store like fuck knows what. Actually, I can extend this too. There we go. And I kind of lost some in the corner there. There we go. All right. So I could also mine out this little section here that would give me a little bit of extra space. But until I know what I'm doing with my whole map, I'm not that worried about it. Where is she going? I guess she wants to destroy her bedroom. But her bedroom is everybody's bedroom. Okay. That's okay. You do that, Enyo. How's my other group? They're not that far away. It's also nighttime, so they've been stopped, but they are how far away? They're 9 days away. Wow, okay. That's a really big journey. Like, the last time we moved was... I think it only said it was like several days or something. The first move was like 9 days, and I said that was too long. The second one was like several days, but that didn't account for all this shit slowing them down. Because this added like... a few extra days, like 4 or 5 extra days of travel to it. And then on top of that, to get out here, I guess it's taking them like probably 2 weeks in game to move. Maybe? Doesn't matter. All right, she's fallen asleep. This group, they're nearly home. Once it hits morning, how far are they away? They're not even half a day. They'll get home real soon. And then I can send my 3 colonists out, so that'll be good. All right, so what do we got? There's nothing in there. Nothing. I'm trying to get these like restocked fuel wise, but I don't think I've got any more chem fuel yet. No. Okay, that's fine because we have 4 bio refineries now, and I'm seeing multiple people bring in wood. So where are you going? You're going to refuel campfire. I'm pretty sure Bren could work at stuff. Maybe. And you got a low crafting. Why is there a duck in here? Who brought eggs in here? Okay. I'm guessing somebody like had them in their pocket, was carrying them through here and they hatched. Who was it that was working on stuff earlier? Campbell, you mate. Making a component. Mate, can I get you to work on... Manatee's working on that. Tranka's working on that one. Nat's working on that. Okay, everybody's working on one. I'm cool with that. Jill's exhausted. That's fine. We have more resources around this map. I just haven't moved my deep drills. And I don't know if I'm going to. Just because I want people to still be doing stuff. Alright, this is ready for launch. We got some more blocks. Alright. I would say because we're probably, I don't know what kind of blocks these are actually. I'm like, they're probably the right kind of blocks, but I'm just going to send them over there because I didn't actually check. These are limestone blocks. Yeah, they're not the ones that I want to build with. But I still got to send them. And then we've got herbal medicine. I could refrigerate that. That is a lot of herbal medicine to send. The silver, there's nothing in that one. I should load this one up with probably some more resources to go. I'm slowly sending over like lots and lots of steel, but I also feel like I should send over a shit ton more blocks. Because whether or not I do the fence, like the fence is my first priority, which is ridiculous because you think like housing and stuff like that, but we've already got a very basic fridge and we have a very basic home bedroom. As soon as I can do better bedrooms, the bedrooms will probably be the first next priority beyond like being able to store research benches and crap like that. So like those will arrive pretty soon. Okay, let's grab more slate. We'll have all the slate to make those walls, and then nobody up there will have nothing to do. More packaged fiber meals. Packaged fiber meals. These ones should be empty. Yeah. Like, I don't have to be sending blocks. I could just mine what we've got up there. Hold on. I got no more... It's odd that it says I've got no more limestone blocks. I don't think so, but okay. I mean, slate blocks. That's fine if that's the case. I'll send metal. I'll send more metal. Because, like, I don't mind if I've used up all the slate blocks for construction. If it's going to be mostly marble, I don't mind building everything in, like, marble. Hold on. It reckons this one's got contents. To load, nothing. No, okay. So, I might also send over a little bit of what marble I've got. Alright, transport pod has arrived. Some of them have landed. What have we got in this one? Nothing in that one, but the ones at the back here got fuel. So, I'll send up some more steel because there's just going to be, I feel like, a lot of benches I need to make. I feel like steel is one of those things where it's like, oh, I feel like I've sent enough, but I also know how much steel I used in this colony so far, and I know that what I've sent so far has not been enough and is not enough and will never be enough because, like, we always need more. But if there's any more of those, yeah, it's definitely not telling me there's any more slate, so... Pretty interesting. I must have sent all the slate or packed up all the slate, either or. Now these people are unhappy as fuck, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's cold. They need a meal source. They need batteries, need recreation. True, they don't have any recreation. I could just send them like a fuck ton of books. That's the thing I could do. As soon as these shelves are built, once they've got those batteries, I think they might be waiting on advanced components maybe. Link those. There's thrombos. Let's see. I'm okay with them putting whatever they're putting on it. Just not rotten. Don't allow rotten. And don't allow the plant matter in here either. I'm guessing the thrombos are here. And I'm not going to try to get them. I'm also not going to try to fight and peel them. I think this group could take them. Could take two, but I don't have like a single turret backup. I do think that this group is like kind of tank enough to take that, but they had their like animals and stuff, maybe. Like she can do construction, cooking, animals, crafting. Like most of the people here are just insane skills-wise, which is why they're here first. I don't know if they're doing any of the wall building. I don't know if they have done any of the wall building. Maybe. I saw somebody over here a moment ago. There's the donkeys. The other thing too is, even if they've got the resources, I don't know if they're going to go out of the way to walk over and do it. That's the thing too. Alright. Lumia looks like she's going off to do it. No, she's going off to build. Oh, they're doing it. Cool. Oh, nice. If I put a door over here, they wouldn't have to walk all the way around, but I don't really want like a second door that they can... Oh, here we go. Well, Cedar Station. Yeah, maybe not. Thinks you should give the settlement a name. What should it be called? First of all, I'm copying that. Because, like, some of the ones that I get... Where's my text document gone? There. You, come here. The first name I always get isn't the worst, but I like knowing what it is. So this was, like, whatever the fuck this place was. Some weird name. Outpost Campsite. That's, like, I went to say Mayhem. It's like min. It sounds more like a moan. Longfellow. In here. No. I believe a lot of these should just be places that exist. Kindness Rock, lol. Erifun? No. Hidden? It's not too bad. And Shiro. That's not a bad one. What is that? That'd be like what we have. We had Settlement Quillen, Dryden. If that was the N, be like N. No, that's in Hesho. Fuck, I can't even say it. I gotta find one that I can also pronounce. Lip Hope? No, thank you. Atbin. I think that's too much on the nose with the A's. Artist Desert. That's funny. That's actually funny. Monville. I don't mind that, but that doesn't really sound like one of my colonies. I don't know how to like say that, but anything with Ville in it sounds more like Sims to me. Mining. That's not even trying. Pottstown. Handale. I can't say that. Again, like I can have a crack at some of them. Rent. That's actually kind of funny. I might keep that. It's just rent. Okay. Sure. Okay, so what we got? Salvation, Quillen, Dryden, and Rent. That's terrible. Yeah, alright. I think I'm gonna keep that one because that made me laugh way harder than it really should have. Let me just write that down. It's more like rent. Like rent kind of thing, but it's clearly rent. It's just got a lot of ease in it. Hey, Weaver, how are you? Alright, so this is rent, I guess. I've kept it. I kind of want something better. Because, like, it's too simple. I think that's why I laughed. I can't make a fucking decision, can I? What are you up to, Weaver? What are you doing? Community pond, terrible. Tired, I did so much today. Oh, yeah. I get that. Is that? No, see, we're back to Cedar Station, so we've gone full trip. I hate paying rent every month. Well, I kind of thought of that. I'm like, there's a lot of jokes with rent, but also the way I'm saying it is so basic. Like, I could have just called it rent. I could just be like, this is Salvation, this is Quillen, this is Dryden, and this is rent kind of thing. But I feel like I'm saying it wrong. You know? You tried making kimchi today? Oh, yeah. Did you let it age or did you try it fresh? Like Joran, Agonas, Theodore. I see Theodore come up a lot. Railton, Danborg, Kevin. Well, Kindness Encampments come up twice. That's like funked, but I read that as like fucked kind of thing. Unos? Yeah, no, we're not going to have something that simple. Gonna let it age, and I'm very skeptical about it. Oh, yeah. You're gonna let it age, like, out on the counter for, like, a day or so and then, like, let it age in the fridge for a bit? Or have you got, like, some stoneware stuff? Finno's, Hambry, Oasis, Chesswood. Chesswood does sound like something I would have. Okay, hold on. Salvation, Quillen, Dryden, Chesswood. I just feel like I'm going in reverse of the alphabet in a way, but not at the same time. Chesswood does sound like something I'd have, but it also sounds so basic. Hold on. I'm trying to find something that kind of like sounds like the weird places I've had, but also isn't just like a simple word. It kind of stands out as its own thing, I think. Exactly how you said it. It's going to let it age outside, then let it inside the fridge. Oh, yeah. We'll say it can last for months. It can. As long as you keep it like under the water level and stuff like that. Once it like starts producing water and stuff, you got to push it down, open the cap and stuff. I think you got to open the cap every single day to like let out the extra gases so it doesn't explode. And you got to kind of like push it down and stuff so that it stays and doesn't like dry out or grow mold or anything. Honesty Plateau. No, it's terrible. I have watched a lot of how to make kimchi. I would never make it myself because, like, I'd rather buy it. I also don't have patience as well. We had Bonte's previously. Minwick. Yeah, okay. That's the one. Minwick it is. That's the kind of shit I'm looking for. This weird shit, Minwick. All right, let's go. It is Minwick. I probably had like so many twists and turns in that process right then. Somebody got whiplash, fell off their seat sideways and upside down again, and then it doesn't know where the fuck we're going. All right, I'm gonna bring all of my saves up for this so that we don't accidentally save over something else. This means that all of my saves will be literally, with the exception of that one, I think. But where are my other saves? Not layout, Asora, tentative. All these I think can wait. I will hydrate nuke. Hold on. I guess that should be fine. If I've got my raids updated, I've got my Asora. Yeah, we're not going backwards. I have the one saved for when we first loaded in tonight. I can't foresee needing that, but we'll save all these. I guess we've got ourselves a settlement name now, so yeah. All right. We're going to get a fence built around the outside, which they're starting to do now. I will hydrate before I forget. Hold on. All right, so we'll get a fence built around the outside. I'm going to have to spend a bit of time designing like a layout for their base here. We have one caravan that's on the way. It's still going to take like a few days to get there. It has like most of our stuff. We have the other caravan that's almost home that has 3 of my people that I want to launch over. We have a few of these are loading up with stone blocks so that I can, what do you call it? So I can send over more for the fence and stuff, like slate blocks and crap. And I don't think I've got any people in these at all, but I will soon enough. When my people get home, I will send them. And yeah, we've basically mostly replanted almost all the grass. I have like a couple of people visiting up here. But yeah, I pissed off my allies. They fought each other. I fixed them up. I gave them stuff. Which one's ready? That one. I could probably send that one if it's ready. But yeah, it looks like a lot of this is gonna be probably next week, I'd say. Thank you for follow, Kinetic. Welcome in. I think I'm gonna... Oh, they've gotten in here. Hold on. We got berries in the door. Stin, mate. Can you pull those out of there? Because this is how we keep losing our crops. Our animals are starving, right? Because of the cold snap and stuff. So every time one of these pop open, they rush it. As opposed to just like 1 or 2 getting in. So that is a problem. But also I see a cougar on this map. Yeah. We also have boomlips and stuff. But yeah, this is mostly going to be next week. Is hopefully I will have made a layout. Let me just bring up these 2. So I'll have hopefully made a new layout at the new location for us to actually build. So it's just going to be like white dotted lines and stuff. And I'll construct it later. But yeah, this map I'm waiting for the caravan to get home to. And the other caravan to eventually arrive at the new location. The other caravan on its way over, I just leave that pause for a second. This big one that's on its way over has so much gear in it and all the stuff I'm waiting on. I also didn't realize that was in transit. That's really funny. But yeah, pretty much a lot of it's going to start from next week. Because like, I'm sending a lot of resources and I will continue to send a lot of like steel and stone and stuff like that so they can build. They're already starting to do their building. Once we've got an outside fence, I can bring over animals. I can send over a caravan with animals if I want to, which of course would get them off the map for a while on both locations. I need to sort out a prison for this location because we have prisoners coming. They're even working on it over here. And then, yeah. Fuck knows what this is going to look like. I can tell you right now, I don't have a clear-cut idea because I have to fit like 290 odd beds in. And previously we had condos, which is fine. But if I can avoid it, I don't really want to have like a dozen big blocks of beds. I'm okay with it if I need it, if it's what's going to work. But I mostly want to use as much land as I possibly can. And I just feel like this map, to me, it feels a lot smaller than this one feels. This, I don't know how, but this map feels like it's like 3 times as big. The 1.5 map just feels like a bigger map. And maybe that's something that they changed. But this doesn't feel the same. Like, I should get the 2 maps and overlay them and see what they look like in like my art program. But